fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Commodores will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Oklahoma's offense will go on the attack first. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Looking to throw, it's Dahl. Unloads to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Throws to the wideout. This one's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Looked as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. So Vanderbilt's offense will take the field for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
The Commodores want to move quickly. Quick release on the RPO. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Some misdirection with the counter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The sure hands, it's Maryland. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Dahl. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, and you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll keep it himself. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Get it out on the screen. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's neat. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
To the air on 2nd down. This time on target. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? And the Commodores are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Picks up the 1st down. Got room on the return. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown Sooners. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Throws to the tight end. That pass is incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. It's Hope. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To throw, it's Dahl. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Throws to the wideout. He's got him this time. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Gonna look downfield again. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. The play-action fake. Caught behind the line. It's Maryland. Inside the 40. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And that is just outstanding.
Oh, and they blocked him. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Commodores are in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Need. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Commodores can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Is incomplete. Now, a 4th down.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That gets them back to within 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Wisconsin is ahead early inside Camp Randall, but That's not exactly Ron Dane out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 7 over Michigan. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that. But they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Maryland. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
2nd and goal for the offense.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And he will score! Touchdown, Sooners! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. A little release to the back. At the 35, he's got more. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And the Commodores will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They give it to him again. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Commodores will call on their punt team. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more...
Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. I guess in this case, the scramble giveth and the scramble taketh away, and the ball was taken away.
And I'm not sure if he just didn't see an open guy downfield or if his receivers didn't do a good enough job on the scramble rule getting open. But at the end, quarterback held on to it way too long. That allowed the defense to catch up to him and create the takeaway.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20.
First down, Commodores.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the catch. It's Cavazos. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll close the gap to 14. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Snags it quickly on the left. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Looking downfield, it's Dahl. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
That's caught. It's Maryland. Turns it on in midfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Sooners are on the move. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Commodores are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the marker. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Looking to pass. It's Dahl. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And sometimes the quarterback grabs the football so quick and tries to get out of his hand, rushes it a little bit on these quick throws. Sometimes they don't even grab the laces, and you could tell he just grabbed it, threw it a little bit too quick, and missed behind the wide receiver.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's busted.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
Here comes the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great, but I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Nice move there.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? The Commodores are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. On his feet at the 40. Got the first down. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Spins away from the defender. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Hit as he throws. It's complete. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Hold on.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll get rid of it. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. Wants to return it. Slips through the line. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but they've got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Dahl. Takes the easy one to the back. There he goes. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hope. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Quickly complete. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. And the Commodores will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the outside. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got the back over the middle. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The Commodores line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
He wants to take the top off. He's got it along the sideline. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Back to pass, it's Dahl. He'll pull it down and run. Open space at the 25. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on 1st down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint, but does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the 1st down, and then saving.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Trying to do it on the ground. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. 1 more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to go up top. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown Sooners! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it had...
Oh, he's got some space. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Used the play fake, now to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Cavazos.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They're working that left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Breaks the tackle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Wisconsin has the lead right now. Feels like Bucky's been doing his share of push-ups, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 6 over Michigan. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the...
Turning it on! Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Might be changing the route. Quick catch on 3rd down. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Oklahoma! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
Yeah, and you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they've put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdowns palooza. What a nice day.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man out of the backfield.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Wants to throw again. It's caught. Quick step and go. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Pulls and fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you're seeing this offense and their aggressiveness early in this game. Opening drive, third down, taking a shot into the end zone. They don't get it. So do you stay aggressive now on fourth down and try to go for it?
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite them.
It's good, and that was dead solid, perfect. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. The pitch. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Breaks into the open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way, and you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking down the middle. Got his man to the left. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. To the 15. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find... Use his speed in the open field and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just keeps moving. Makes a move. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. Just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Commodores!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll go to the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Hauls it in. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Connection to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Into the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback making checks. convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Sooners will punt this one away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. The give to the back. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's 1st down. The give on the option. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. The running back has it. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Hope. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
On the play.
That's a good example of why location on throws is so important. It's 3rd down, and if the quarterback just puts that in a better spot, his player can catch it and advance it and maybe get the first, but because he killed his receiver's momentum because of the poor throw, the defense was able to rally and make a stop.
It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Going to try to get it himself. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Oh, he's got a chance. Nice move to keep running. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Tompkins. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got the quick pass. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Commodores can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Fighting off the defender. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. The Commodores are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They want to run this quarterback. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Commodores come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion. The Commodores line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.